Hi, my name is Shannon. I am going to be 19 years old in 2 months. I am a freshman at college, and I am asexual. Maybe. Or a closeted straight person. So I'm not entirely sure at this point in my life, and that's what this video is for. So, excuse this shakiness as well. I'm holding my DSLR because I'm lofted on my dorm mattress and can't exactly put a tripod on a mattress. So, gonna try and get straight to the point. How I found out about asexuality. So I found out about asexuality through the spokesperson, David J., who founded asexuality.org and has been on a couple of talk shows about it, and overall just seems like a really cool dude. And Lacey Green is also a YouTuber who I found out a lot of sexual information on. So definitely go check her out because she's been a lot of help for me. Same with David J. When I first found out about asexuality, I was really excited. I didn't know that other people actually felt the way that I did, that people didn't have sexual impulses or didn't want to have sex or didn't want to be the focus of their lives, because I feel like that's what's really ingrained within our society and our culture, is that sex needs to be the center of a relationship, of an intimate relationship, and that intimate relationship needs to be the center of your life. Okay? Think about it. How many people do you know who aren't married as adults, and how weird are they? I never thought it was possible for someone to be not interested in sex. I like David J. Um, I feel like I had a lower libido than most in high school. Um, Instead of wanting to be physically intimate with someone, I wanted to know what kissing felt like, because curiosity. But mostly, I wanted to be with someone and be emotionally vulnerable. So I guess technically I'm like demisexual, but that just makes me think of Demi Lovato, and I'm not down for that. So I guess I'd identify as asexual with heteroromanticism. Um, yeah, which is more confusing too than just straight asexual. Straight asexual. Because asexual, most people have the perception that asexuals don't have sex, they're extremely lonely, and they don't get along well with people. Well, guess what? I'm kind of social. I've become a lot more social now that I'm here at college. And additionally, while being at college, I've been influenced to be more open-minded to sex or to sexual activities. And, yeah, that sucks, because, I don't. One thing that I found too is, like, on the internet, a lot of asexuals are, like, very pervy. It's great. I feel like us being perverts is us mocking most people and their extreme obsession with sex, because people wanting sex is kind of like a drug. That's how I view it. Is like, this fixation with sex is like being addicted to it. It's crazy. That's creepy too, that you need to, like, live from sexual experience to sexual experience. And well, I guess I can also bring up now at this point, I've come out to a couple of people, or I've at least told them that there was a possibility that I was asexual. I believe that was around the time I was 17 and a half. A couple of days after my 17th birthday, I started dating my first boyfriend, Quinn. And Quinn and I ended up lasting a little over a year, and then we broke up right before I went off to college. So I told Quinn right up front that I did not want to have sex. I would not change my mind, and he was okay with it. everyone else was a different problem. No one else seemed okay with me possibly not having sex. So that was really annoying to deal with. Our one friend, Michael, apparently would ask Quinn every time they hung out if we'd had sex yet. Probably starting after like 6 months. I don't know. All I know is that Quinn didn't stand up for himself. He didn't stand up for me. That's another can of worms. Very annoying. And when I told Michael that I might be asexual, or I at least alluded to it, he said that I was in denial, that I just didn't want to have sex because I'd never had it before and I didn't know what I was missing out on. And to be told that is really disheartening, and it's insensitive. I don't know, it's like telling a vegetarian, oh, you just haven't had the right beef burger yet. It's like, no, like, it's, well, that's not the best comparison because, being a vegetarian is a choice, and there's ethical reasons behind it. But, do you get the gist? It's like you're forcing your opinion on someone else. Someone else thinks, I don't want to have sex. And you're saying they're wrong to not want to have sex. What damage is it doing to you if I'm not having sex? Like, calm your tits. You're being irrational. It's completely fine if I'm not having sex. That's the thing. That's taken a very long time for me to accept, and I still don't know at this point if I even accept that or not. I've been through a lot, and a lot of my morals have changed, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it anymore. What I do know now, though, is that Michael actually has a crush on me. Apparently has for a while, and by a while I mean before Quinn and I started dating, so probably about 2 years now. That sounds painfully long, so that sucks for him. Michael also dated one of my friends in high school for an extended period of time, and that was extremely messy. And so when I was home during my Thanksgiving break back in November, because that's when Thanksgiving is, he alluded to us possibly dating or him possibly taking me out on a date. And I told him I didn't think of him like that and that I might possibly be asexual because Michael would want sex. Yeah, that would be a thing. And unfortunately, I've been crushing on someone at college. And before I go into detail about how I even crush or how that even works itself out, basically I've been saying that I have a crush on this other guy as a form of protection, so Michael won't try and ask me out again. I'm pretending like I'm actively seeking out someone else so that he won't actively seek me out, because saying I'm asexual is apparently a challenge. So that's one thing that's really annoying, is how I feel is taken as a challenge. So by saying I'm asexual, I don't want sex, Michael and some other people I know view that as sort of like, oh, you just haven't had the right sex yet. Or like, try it, you'll like it. Man, that's not the best form of logic to use. Okay? That it's whether or not I am asexual, this experience that I've had with having people not accept me or challenge how I feel has made me become very sympathetic, I believe, with the gay and transgendered communities, because being told how you feel is wrong and being told that you need to change yourself is atrocious. Like, that's so inhumane. It'd be like telling a gay person, oh, well, you just haven't had the right vagina yet. Or a lesbian, you just haven't had the right dick yet. Or a transgendered person, oh, well, maybe if you stop dressing up like a woman because you're not one and you accepted that you're a guy, then you'd be able to move on with your life. It's like, screw you. Like, stop. Can you just not do that? Actually, that's very rude. Why don't you ask them how they're feeling and why they feel this way? Sometimes people can explain how they feel and why they feel that way. Sometimes they can't. Um, you know, no one should force someone to do anything they're not comfortable with doing. You know, whether that's something sexual or whether that's something as stupid as wanting to go shopping or wanting to take someone shopping and someone doesn't want to go to the mall with you, well, stop making them go to the mall with you. It's just about respecting personal boundaries, I think. And I feel like society is very nosy and won't butt out of my life. Like, sorry I have a lack of a sex life. Sorry that's a problem to you. Um, for me, instead of having sex or instead of having an intimate relationship as the center of my life, I instead have writing and being artistic as the center of my life. So I've been writing since I was 12, and that's very important to me. I view it as important as a best friend. To me, whenever I need to talk about something, I put it down in writing. If I'm going through a problem, I maybe have a character go through a similar problem, or, you know, the characters will just talk to me. Like, to me, they're other people, and, like, I interact with them as a form of relief, and, yeah, I don't know. I have not come out to my parents, even though I've told a couple of friends and my past boyfriend, Quinn, that I might possibly be asexual. I have not told my parents, and I don't plan to. For me, I feel like what I'm most worried about is my mom. Is because in casual conversation, even though I'm only 18, I'll say things like, man, I can't wait to have kids so I can bring them over to grandma's house every weekend and they can bake cookies because my mom bakes a lot. So, like, just cutesy stuff like that, you know, or like, oh, that'd be a cute baby name. But being asexual probably also means that I won't have kids. That sounds terrifying to me, having something come out of me, having a life grow inside of me. Not everyone is made to have children. I don't think we really acknowledge that, is that we're a very social species. And as such, we should also look at different social animals, you know, like lions, you know, sometimes. And I think like only the alphas of those kind of animals breed, and then the others like take care of the babies. You know, I'm one of those nurturing people who would take care of other people's kids. Actually, maybe not. But, like, I want to be a teacher. And, you know, like, those are going to be my kids. I'm completely fine with that.